It's 7:30 and I want to get started. Today I want to talk a little bit about your IPAs. Your IPAs are income producing activities. That is really important in our business. You got to avoid the glitter balls. And when I mean glitter balls, you've got to really step outside the box and focus on your daily routine. Daily routine is so important. Um, so, what you need to do is post on your personal page, but you know what? That is not going to get you attraction. When you post, if somebody likes it, what I want you to do is immediately go back in and message them and say, hey, thanks for liking my post, or thanks for liking my recipe, or whatever it was. Be personable. And when they get back to you, start a conversation. This is what network marketing is. Start a conversation. Do not talk about your business at all. And I wouldn't do that for 2 or 3 days unless they ask. But what I want you to do is keep a list of who you talk to and daily go back in and say, hey, how's your day? What's up today? Hey, this is what I did today. I know, and then say, then you can work them into saying, hey, what do you do? And if I could offer you some information on how I work at home, then maybe you can start up a conversation, and I'll work more with my group inside our training group on Star Diamonds. So that's a start with that. Another thing is make sure you're going into your support groups if you've already made your support groups. If you haven't, get with me and I'll help you get that set up. Your support groups, I want you to post maybe a little different than what you do on your timeline or your fan page, because in there you want to be more personable. You want to help people with whatever issues are going on. Drinking water, they're not losing weight, or they need a special recipe. And try to keep all your recipes in there really, really healthy. Sometimes I'll post a really, luscious one, but you know what? Try to keep it really healthy, because people don't like it because they say, I'm going to gain weight just looking at your recipe there. So try to keep it really healthy. Give them, techniques and tips and, how to stay on track. If they like one of your things, again, private message them, talk to them, get to know them. Because you know what, in this business or any business, it's not about so much the product, but it's about you. It's how they like you and how they respect you as a person. And that's something that I didn't learn when I first started this business, but really I've learned it over the past couple of years. I've gained so many close new friends just by chatting with them, and that's why they follow me. And sometimes it is just for the recipes or the tips and the tricks, but most of the time it's about you. So with that, you're going to do that. If somebody signs up and is just kind of looking at our websites, a lot of times they leave their phone numbers. So you know what? Get right on the phone and give them a call. Say, hey, how you doing? Don't mess with the business again. Is there something I can help you with? I was just looking and you see that you had put your information in on my website, and I want to just get to know you a little bit and see how I can help you. Don't push the product. Push you. Talk about you again. It's all about you. It's getting personal with these people. And I want you to make sure that you're going to get on all the team calls. I don't care if it's repetitive. That's okay. You need to be, you know what, I'm on just about every single call. If I'm on the road, I get on my cell phone and I listen. If I'm in the hospital, which I've been spending a lot of time in the hospital lately, I'm on it. I even do hangouts from the hospital. It's really, really important. So, make sure you're on every team coaching call. Remember, we have Monday nights, and at 9 o'clock there's a webinar, and at 10 o'clock there's a Build It Big call. Thursday nights, there are our CEO, Ben Galinsky, gets on the call, and he talks about our product and how to make money. Listen, because sometimes he changes it up and you're going to pick up great nuggets. And then at 9 o'clock, we have another webinar. Now, we have some new things that you might not be aware of. We have a 1 o'clock or maybe 1:15 call, the Oh Wow call, our wage on weight, our war on weight. That's a great call with James R. Davis. And Pam Peebles also does some hangouts during the day. Some of them are at noontime. And I believe Wednesday night is at 8 o'clock. So there's a lot of new things on. And these are important for you. Get your friends on them. Don't just sit there and wait for them to get on. Message them. Say, hey, I'd like to invite you in to our call. It's a private call, and I'd like to offer you the spot. I only have so many. You know, make them feel important. Let them know that you singled them out and you want them there. They'll join you. They really will. Offline meetings. There are an awful lot of offline regional meetings popping up. I'm seeing them, 2, 3 different ones every month. Watch the official group. They're in there where they are. Sometimes it might be last minute, but you know what? Pack a suitcase and go overnight. I have drove 14, 16 hours to get to one. I even, back in May, I drove to Florida, then back up to Georgia. Long trip, but guess what? I was there. I made it, plan it out. It's a business write-off. Don't tell me you don't have the money. I have not had the money, and I've made it. Tim Miller talks about that he slept in his car or in the lobby of the hotels just to get to these. It changes your business. It really changes your business. So, make sure that you're connecting. I know I had 2 DTs in Vegas, and I know that it's made a difference in what they're already doing, and they're really making a go of it. So remember that, just get to every meeting, offline or online. I just want to talk about focus groups. Focus groups are really cool. It's something that Pam Peebles came up with. What she does is she puts an ad in local paper, or even online you can do this, or like yard sale, focus groups. It's basically setting people up that want to lose weight for the next 90 days. You get in, you go to their house, you take measurements and pictures, and they commit to the 90 days. And they hand you the money for the 3 bottles. You give them 1. You go back the second month, you hand them the other. You again take their pictures and measurements and weigh them in, and you do it again for the 90. And you can keep in touch with them in between to see how they're doing. I think that's a wonderful thing to do. I'm going to start doing that in this area. It gets your name out in your local area, and that's really cool. Another one is surveys. Do surveys. You can set up, I have some free ones that you can do, and you can get people to take free surveys for maybe to get a little gift, and it could be just something as simple as something free from online. It could be a to-do list, or if you want to send them something little so they have your business card and information. That way you're grabbing their address and their phone number, and you've got their email address, and that's a big thing. You want to compile your list and keep them all together. So you can follow up with them, whether by email. I know my organization is getting so big that I can't call everybody. I'm also thinking about hiring somebody to do that, because like I said, the organization is getting so big that I can't call everybody every time. But I do have a Weber set up, or you can use another email responder. Response Magic is free up into a certain amount of people. and there are some other free ones out there that they're pretty good. So you'll want to keep like a what I call a drip list. A drip list is really important. That way, they're like I think Dale Calvert says, 3 days in you send them one, 17 days in you send them another. You don't want to send too many. In the beginning, I do send them probably one every couple of days, but then I fade out and don't send so many. Now for my customers, I also have them on drip lists, and that's really important because it's easy to follow up that way. I introduce them and say thank you. Your Skinny Fiber is going to arrive in a couple of days, and I have some email list drip emails that I can let you have that are that you can put them into your email drip list. So that's another thing. Another thing is, give me 1 second. It's getting dark here. Good old New York. I'm going to turn on a light. So give me 1 second. I'm back. So I want you to also work on a creative and winning system. I want you to get in online and work your social medias. Don't always stick to Facebook. You've got LinkedIn, which is a great one. Facebook, like I said, don't always stick to that. Pinterest, Twitter. I'm finding Twitter is getting to be a really good one for me to use. Do a blog. I also want you to go in and do reviews for different people. Like if you are buying stuff from people, like just recently I bought some candles. I'm going to do a review on that. I also did the 3D lashes. I really like that product. It's really cool. I actually have lashes now. So there's different things. Do reviews for these people. That's really important, and you can do them right here on a Hangout and upload them to YouTube, and I have all your links underneath so they know where to go. Reviews are big. They're really big, and they also will put you into the Google system, so when people are searching, they search you. So that's a good one. Let me see. What else? Like I said, a blog. There's free blogs out there. The only thing with free blogs is like WordPress can take and shut your blog down at any time. So I prefer a paid one. They're not that much. I go through GoDaddy and had it set up that way. If you want more information on that, just let me know. Forums. Forums are a good one. I haven't really used many forums. I do get into a few occasionally and talk. One of the ones I'm doing right now is MyFitnessPal. That's a really good one because those are weight loss people, and if you're talking about your weight loss in there, the water you're drinking, the food you're eating, the skinny fiber you're taking, and how it makes you feel, people are going to start to notice you. Very important. So get into some forums. There's a lot of them out there for weight loss. So that's really for the online one. Offline, hold events. Go to a library. You can just give like little talks. Go to churches. You can survey people on the street. Now, this is something my husband and I are going to start doing. He says he would really like to do that because we used to be in marketing a long time ago and do like AT&T marketing. And what you can do is just do like a little survey up, and you can go like stand in front of a grocery store. You might need to get permission at some places, but I know downtown Syracuse here, you can go stand on the corner and put a little, make sure you're wearing your button. Uniform is a key. Make sure you're wearing that everywhere. Go stand on the corner, have a clipboard, put your little survey on there, have some brochures ready to hand out. You can gather their information again, get their phone number, name, email address, mailing address. There's great free leads right there. You have to invest a little time into it. And you know what? You can always hire somebody to do that too. You can pay some kid to stand out there for 10 bucks an hour while you're off doing some other things that are generating money, and have somebody do it. But you have to train the person so they know how to answer the questions. But that's a great way to get started with that. So, and also always make sure you're asking people if they say telling you no, which is great because you need to get 100 no's before you get one yes. So how many people have you gone through today? I've gone through quite a few today. So if I can do 100 a day, you can do 100 a day. I spent today in the hospital with my dad. We shipped him back up there today. He wasn't doing well earlier. So, like I said, I mean, you can talk to doctors and nurses. You know, it's really important to talk to everybody that's arm length away. So make sure you're talking to everybody. You can rent a room. You know, get some other DTs together in the area. Rent a room, advertise, get your name out. I can remember many years ago, I was in a company called Lady Jane. It was a really, really good one. I really liked it because you still sell the earrings and charms. And so it was really good. But I remember I was looking for a job. I really didn't want to go back to work when my son was little. So I was looking to build a business, and this lady put an ad in the paper, and I can't remember exactly what it said. It said help needed, 10 people, jewelry business, need local reps. And she rented a room, and people came in. She signed them up for interviews. She left her number. She signed them up for interviews, and so they came in on an interview. They got to look at the jewelry. She got to explain what the business was about, and she basically signed me up there because I was ready to go. I really liked it, so that was really good. So that's another tip. It'll cost you, I don't know what a hotel room costs, depends where you go. I would probably go to maybe a little upper class than a lower class hotel. So spend, 80 bucks or 90 bucks, whatever it's going to cost you. Go on Orbitz. You might be able to get a real cheap room for the day. And hey, guess what? You can spend the night and have, relaxing night afterwards. So you might want to run some ads. I know that there are a lot of free online ad places that you can do for, like, we have like Syracuse.com, which links into our newspaper. Some of them you'll have to pay for, but do the ads. It'll get you generated leads. And right now with our Big Camaro contest, I want to see one of my team members winning that. I just can't wait because I know you'll take me for a ride, right? So I'm so excited that one of you are going to win it. So get busy. You need to get 5 people a month by October or November 7th or whatever it is. You'll have your 15 people. I know you can do it. It's so simple. I've already got, like, most of my people this month because I've been just out there rocking it wherever I go. I also have magnets on my car. I have people looking all the time. If I see them looking and we're in a parking lot, I make sure I go over and hand them a business card or a brochure, whatever I've got in my purse. Always keep your stash of business cards or brochures in your purse. That's really important. Let me see, what else can you do? Uniform. Make sure you're wearing your uniform. I don't care if it's a shirt or a button or a hat or just something that says that you're with Skinny Body or you're with weight loss or something like that. People are going to look at that button, I'm going to tell you. And if they look at it, do the Dale Calvert training on that. They look at it, you don't have to say anything except for walk over, hand them the card and say, take the free tour, and walk away. They'll be wondering what the heck that is. So get busy with that. I want to talk to you a little bit about time management. I know a lot of you are on playing games, which is not a bad thing if you can talk to the people you're playing games with. Uh, get in there, mingle with them. But you know what? Limit your time. Do the games after you've done your daily routine. Like I said before, daily routine is so important. I'm actually teaching that on another platform. If you'd like more information on that, just let me know. I will get the information to you. Um, let's see. Make sure you're, like I said, create your daily plan. Make sure you're not chasing glitter balls. What I mean by glitter balls is they're more like rabbit trails to me. Sometimes I'll see, ooh, an ad. Let me check that out. Next thing you know, it's been an hour because I'm clicking on more stuff and checking out more stuff. I'm not actually doing something that's going to produce me money. So what I've done is I actually write out what I'm going to do daily. My first thing is my posting to different groups and get your ads out. Do that. I wouldn't suggest doing Hootsuite, an auto poster, or send share into groups, because what happens is Facebook shuts you down. Will start blocking you. Had they happened to me not too long ago, and I couldn't figure out what it was, but after they blocked me the first time, I went back and was posting my Hootsuite again, and they put me right back in Facebook jail. So I would suggest you just get your ad, put up all your groups that you're going to post to, and then go to each one and bam, 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 put them through. You'll be done in an hour. I have hundreds, so I don't know how many you have. I would add 10 a day, get into 10 new groups a day. Another thing is I would stay away from just those online marketing ones, unless you see a lot of people in there networking with each other. If people are just posting and not making comments, I wouldn't even bother with them. Make sure you're hitting ones that people are actually commenting in. So that's one with that. Use a calendar. I have so many people saying, oh, I didn't know there was a meeting tonight, or I didn't know that today was the deadline. I have a daily planner that I use. Everything is marked in there, from the time that my husband goes to work, or if I know that I've got a doctor's appointment, or if I'm writing for something for the family, it's marked in there. So I know exactly when I'm going to work. I was working, 12, 14-hour days doing the posting because I was chasing those glitter balls, but I've learned because of my new daily routine that I'm down to 4 to 6 hours a day. I can do that from anywhere. I've learned that it doesn't matter where I am. I can still work my business because of the daily routine. I know exactly what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. Now, I do want you to know that I did this. I built my business all the time that I was very ill and going through cancer treatments, and that was for like 5 months of chemo, and then I had over a month of daily radiation. But I learned how to do the daily routine, which is so important. I can't stress that enough. It's very important, your daily routines. While I was having my infusions, I knew that I had some auto posters going. I didn't do a lot during that time, but when I was home, I knew exactly what I needed to get up and what I needed to post. And so if you want more information on the daily routines, really get with me. Daily routines, I use an organizer. Well, either your organizer or your calendar. Know your deadlines. Learn when to say no. That is so important. I was the one that wanted to do everything for everybody, and I have learned to say no. When somebody's messaging me about nonsense stuff, I've learned I turn them off. I just say I've got an appointment and I've got to go. I will chat with you later. Just learn to say no. Target to be early. Don't wait until that last day for that deadline for that contest to try to get your last 15 in. Don't do that. Budget it out. What Pete Delmonico talks about it. He goes through so many people every day, and he doesn't quit until he gets his 2 new customers or DTs. That is dedication, and that's what each of us should be doing. Make a goal and set it and do it. Time your activities. Don't get stuck on one activity and next thing you know it's 3 hours later. Time your activities, know how much time you got planned to do it, and do it. That is really important. So place a clock where you know where it is, or have your phone set for an alarm. You can also set reminders every 15 minutes and focus on what you're doing. Avoid the distractions. Turn off your phones. You're working, so you really don't need your phones on. I do keep mine on vibrate just in case of an emergency, but I don't, people, my family now know that I'm serious about my business and I'm working, so they don't usually bother me too much after 9 o'clock in the morning. Track the time you spent. See what's working and see what's not working. Don't fuss about the unimportant details. You don't have to be perfect about things. Things will just come together. Delegate things like I talked about earlier. Sometimes you might want to talk to somebody and hire them. Hubby just came in. Hey, Paul, how you doing? He just mowed the lawn. Batch your similar items together, and cut them off when you need to, and make sure you're leaving enough time in between things so you're not rushing from one thing to another. Now, I hope this helps you. I'm going to cut this short because I have to go check on my father. Like I said, he wasn't doing too well in the hospital today, and I just had a phone call, so I'm hoping it's not the hospital. But hey, team, you're doing a great job. I'll get with you one-on-one if you'd like. We can do another hangout earlier during the day if you want to tomorrow, providing everything is okay. Just let me know. So I'll talk to you all later. Have a great night and peace out.